Hello crafty friends, welcome to another Mojo May video. Today I am going to use some everyday inspiration to make a card. So the other day I was out shopping with my daughter and we were looking at clothes and I saw this really pretty top in Marks and Spencer's, I think it was. And I took a photo of it because I thought that's a lovely design to use on a card. I really liked the light blue colour. I like the solid white flower pattern and I like the white lace, and I thought maybe I can reproduce that as a card. So that's what we're going to do today. I've got some pale blue paper. It's not quite the same blue as the top that I saw, but it's pretty, so that will do. I've got some lace here. It's creamy. The lace on the top was white, but I don't have any white lace. I've got cream lace. And I thought I could stamp some shapes. I've got some solid leaves and a solid flower shape here, and heat emboss it in white. And this is Heat It Up embossing powder in seafoam, which is an off-white. It's not quite as creamy as that, but I think they'll work quite well together. So to get going, I'm going to treat this with anti-static powder. This is just talcum powder in an old sock. And I'm going to stamp my stamps using clear sticky embossing ink. And the idea is to cover the whole piece of paper in these 3 stamps. I've arranged them on here in a triangle shape because it makes it easy to kind of rotate them and get them to form a nice pattern without too many big gaps. I can see where I've stamped because the ink is making the paper ever so slightly darker. So I've covered the paper and now I can shake on my embossing powder. Give it a little bit of a tap to get off any excess. And I'm going to heat my heat tool up and then heat it from underneath. You do get ever such a slightly smoother finish when you heat from underneath rather than on top. So I'm really happy with that. I'll just brush over it with talcum powder again because there's a couple of places where the embossing isn't as solid as I would like it to be. So I can just add a bit of extra ink with an embossing pen. Then I could sprinkle some powder over it and just heat emboss those areas. An alternative to using white embossing powder on blue or any colour card to do something like this is to heat emboss in clear embossing powder on a white or creamy coloured card and then blend ink over the top. The clear embossing will act as a resist and the images will appear in your inking, and then you can just take a microfiber cloth or a bit of towel and wipe over them to get the ink off the top of the images. But I think I prefer this, it's a bit bolder. So as I said, I'm happy with this. I just want to pick an area to die cut a panel from. So there's my panel. I'd quite like to have a little bit more pattern here, just poking in from the side. So I'll give it a dust with talcum powder and just add a blob, a slightly bigger blob there, maybe a little one next to it. So when it comes to the lace, my idea is to have it like that. There's a band about 1/3 of the way in from the left, because on the top the band of lace is running down sort of the neckline. Could of course add it like that or even like that, but I think I'm going to stick with my original idea. I've put some double-sided tape on the back because I don't want to put any tape behind the actual lace. So I can fold that bit over, pull it tight but not so tight that it bows the card. And there we go. So I'm thinking of putting this on a craft card, and a slightly larger than normal for me craft card to give it a nice chunky border. I could put it on white, but I think there might be a bit too much of a clash between the white of the card, the white of the embossing powder and the creaminess of the lace. Because I've got the lace behind my panel, it's a bit bulky and I don't want it undulating on the card, so I'm going to add some 1mm deep foam tape to the back of my panel, and that should nicely accommodate that lace. So I'm wondering, do you go out into the wild and find things that inspire you to create a card? Have you seen an item of clothing or the cover of a book or a piece of wallpaper, and have you turned it into a card somehow? I've got a playlist called Everyday Inspiration, full of cards that I've made inspired by things I've seen out in the world that are not craft related really. So if you'd like to see those, then I shall leave a link to that playlist in this video's description. You know what? I don't like it on the craft. It looks naked. What am I going to do? Hang on. Right, rethink time. I've got some slightly creamier cardstock here, which I think works. So I'm going to put this on and give it a narrow white border or creamy border all the way around. So I think that looks better on the craft like that, with a little border around it. Also wondering about popping it straight on a card blank like that. That's more clean. That's got more impact. I think I'm going to go for the craft now. So I'm thinking we need a focal point, and I've die cut this heart out of the same card that I used for the card base. And I think that looks good on there. I don't want to go any bigger with it, I don't think. I do want to give it some texture though. So I'm going to pop it in this embossing folder, which has a solid foliage design on it. I think it's a 3D embossing folder. It's very chunky, so I'm not sure of the sandwich that's going to go through my machine. It's got an embossed pattern on it now. I'm just going to gently swipe over it with some white pigment ink. I think I've gone a bit heavy-handed there. Maybe silly what happens when I give it a buff. No, I think I prefer it just plain brown. So we'll do that again. So I'll pop some glue on the back of that, and that will hold fast to the lace. For my sentiment, I've used this love die, and I've cut it out of the same colour background as I used there, and the same colour that I used for the mat there. And I'm thinking of just using the blue bit as a drop shadow for the love, like that. I think I like that. So I'll spread out some high-tack white glue there, dip the white one in, and then place it on the blue one so you can just see it peeking out from behind. And then I can dip them both in there and stick them on the heart. And I think that will do. So there you go, one card inspired by a top that I saw in Marks and Spencer's the other day. So if you're ever lacking for inspiration, leave your craft stuff behind and go to the shops or go around a garden centre or have a flick through the bookstore and see if there's anything that grabs you that you could take inspiration from and turn into a card. And don't forget to check out my everyday inspiration playlist. There's lots more ideas there. Right, I hope you found today's video helpful. If you have, please do let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I will see you back here very soon for another Mojo May video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.